Hi, it's Miles Red Songbird in New York City, doing part 2 of Eve Said It Didn't Happen. My intuition was absolutely truthful. I've come to learn some 50 years later, but because I looked up to Wilbur Daniels, I looked up to him because most of the colored Christians and some white people in Clarksville, Tennessee, when I was growing up, looked up to him. He's the one who said, I think I wrote it. Let me just keep reading. I was a child. I presume the adults and even the children in my life were innocent of any wrongdoing. I believed I could be wrong because my mother had showed me when I was 4 years old that my beliefs, my presumptions, could be shocking to the core wrong. She told me at that time that she had never wanted me, that she had tried to abort me, kill me before I was born. I believed she loved me, so I was shocked to realize what I believed was not true. Before I could digest that shocking revelation, she added that she hadn't even wanted me after I'd been born. She said, as a nurse had cleaned the blood off my body and was handing me to her, she said, No, get her away from me. She's too light. My mother did not let me have the illusion that I had been wanted by my mother, my God. I knew I wasn't wanted by my father. He wasn't even there in my hometown in my life. My mother said one day when my father, a soldier, indeed a boss of soldiers, an army officer, a rare thing among colored soldiers. I don't know what I was going to say there. So this soldier, Second Lieutenant Kenneth Logan Anderson, rode into Clarksville on a train one day in the 1940s. One of the white men standing around shooting the breeze, as they say, said to Daddy as he exited the train, "Hey, where you going, big yellow nigger?" Pages are stuck together here. My father grew up in Warren, Ohio, with his father, who had a good job in the city, working on 9-day, and Detroit. He lived in Detroit, Michigan, with his mother. He had grown up middle class, not as a lowlife, a nigger, a stingy, lazy person. Sand nigger, Arabs are called. Timber nigger and prairie niggers, ethnic slurs against American Indians. John Lennon wrote a song about his wife, Yoko Ono's views. A woman is a nigger of the world. The authors of Bible made Eve bad. That's why she said that, I guess. 1978 singer Patti Smith used the words in Rock and Roll Nigger. Owen Benjamin uses the word nigger. He's not a racist. He's a comedian. He was Lenny Bruce in his past life. 1979, English singer Elvis Costello used the phrase white nigger in Oliver's Army, a song describing the experience of working-class soldiers in the British military forces on the Murder Mile, a term used to describe Belfast. Belfast, decoded, the fast and loud ringing bells in Mama's ears during her abortion of me. So alarmed her, she stopped the abortion. You understand what I just said? Bells rang in my mother's ear so loudly when she was aborting me that she stopped the abortion. St. Peter, St. Paul, Mother Mary representatives sing, if I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over the land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out a warning. Someone had a bell and someone rang out a warning. My mother listened and stopped attempting to kill her child, me. I'm glad they did have a bell. So Belfast during the Troubles, where the extraterrestrial, Eva extraterrestrial, her order, you, Buble Singh, her, offer her over order, you, Buble, S for Singh. Line, it's a line, there is a line in Buble, Michael Bublé's song, You Make Me Sing. Okay, you see the order's been written, so he wasn't kidding. So white nigger was a common British pejorative, a bad word, for Irish Catholics. Her, sex. I'm decoding Irish. Her, sex. Her, sex. Shh. Catholics being alcoholics. At the homeless shelter next door, a cat in San Francisco, a Catholic named Karen told me that Catholics come home from work and drink. They're all alcoholics, she said. They drink every night, and they drink lots. Lots. We'll order talk and share. We'll order talk and share. And she also said the Jesuits, the priests, drink the same way. They're alcoholics too. Many languages have, Eve says it didn't happen, many languages have ethnic slurs, unflattering words that are disparaging of other people, i.e. words that serve a similar function to nigger. Rap artists get paid millions of dollars for singing about niggers, hoes, bitches, meaning women. They call each other nigger. Some admit to being the lowest form of humanity, a nigger, themselves. Niggers have the consciousness and consciences of gnats, true pests. Elvis Costello sang a song, She, for the glorious movie Notting Hill, where my daughter Robin Birdsong lived in the UK. The song written by Chad Allen Gracie, Chad David Taylor, Edward Joel, Kowalski, Patrick Dollarheimer, that talks about the complicated person as she is. It's an amazing song, and Costello gives a believable, deeply touching vocal performance. He says she may be a heaven or a hell. See, because that's true, a woman can be positive or negative. She can be miserable or happy. And the way, if she's happy, the family's happy. If she's miserable, the family's miserable. So that's how she can be a heaven or a hell. Speaking of religion, today at our Christmas party, we had the best. The food that offers a variety of flavors, Indian, good. I haven't enjoyed food that much since the last time I ate Indian food. Well, my family, when I was married to Michael John Spear, who had been the master at the Dara, great master, so in seeing Jesus Christ Conscience, and I had been his wife, Maida, used to eat at Indian restaurants on 6th Street. This life, between 1st and 2nd Avenue in the East Village, Manhattan, New York. Weekends and on Christmas. The food was amazing. The food, sex, equal to pleasure of having sex with husband or wife you love. Service is excellent at the on 6th Street Indian restaurants. Indians know how to serve with dignity, sweetness, warmth, and humility. I know Indians. I projected myself as Pran Kumar Sharma, a cartoonist, Walt Disney of India, they call me. And I was Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism. More recently, since 1970, I've been a disciple of the Perfect Living Master of Sikh heritage at the Dara in the Punjab at Beas, India. That's Govinda Singh, Jesus Christ, the Buddha, Saint Santa Claus, Saint Valentine. and he was a Royal Japanese samurai soldier. Now in Manhattan, where the savvy, now I eat in Manhattan where the savvy taxi drivers eat. It's a very small restaurant. I get takeout, and it's very reasonably priced. With one of the young men, I have eye contact. The food is so good, I wolf it down when I get it home. I think they're open 24 hours. They're polite and bilingual. See? What's their address? 179th Avenue. That's around 20th Street on 9th Avenue. They do catering, lunch, and dinner boxes. I'm telling you, that food is good. During Indian food dinner, I got seconds. This is at St. Francis of Assisi during our Christmas party. I struck up a conversation with a lady resident, Karen. She was telling me she catered, was a waitress at the many high-status restaurants in Manhattan. She said nobody knows about her past, implying she had been a big deal. I pointed to a picture of an album, What It Is, Edwin Birdsong, on a collage I had made that was taped to the wall across from where we sat. I said, I wrote the lyrics for that and another album. She said that she composes music, but she would need a piano. I said, really? I'm writing a musical. I need a composer. Maybe you could be my composer. And then she said, I'm going to church at 6 o'clock. I said, it's about the Lord. The musical is about the Lord who keeps changing forms so he can sing to a girl to keep her spirits high, to keep her feeling loved. God's love affair or something like that, she said. I said, exactly right. Well, we'll see, she said. Now, I'm wondering if she's a composer or even a chef or just a highly competitive woman. We started chatting after she handed me one of the candy canes on the table. I said, I have a box of them upstairs. I put those on the table for other people to enjoy. She said under her breath, that was thoughtful. And on all the tables? No, just this one, I said. Oh, it wasn't that big a gift, she implied. That's what I'm planning to do Christmas. I digress. Adam said on a TV show, I need sleep. Of course, that's always my reality these days. I have so much work to do because so many ideas are coming at me into my head. Unless I'm about to faint with fatigue, I keep working, writing, thinking through propositions, thoughts. I'm exhausted. Adam is clearly my mirror. The Michelle Birdsong, MB, Michael Bublé, MB, mirror of me. Karen is prideful about being a Catholic. She thinks of it as some true, real, the best religion. She is also accustomed to looking up to Mother Mary, who she's been taught had an immaculate conception, baby Jesus Christ. The Bible writers copied the future like science fiction writers. The 1st and 20th century Jesus Christ has been immaculately conceived by the 21st century Jesus Christ. Gurinder Singh. It's Gurinder Singh. Is he beautiful? He's also my brother, as well as my baby daddy. So Gurinder Singh and the son put the babies in me. To be born Giancarlo Arturo with his twin RN, Evelyn Jones. Me and Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on. She's going to be Aria Elizabeth. to be born February 14th, St. Valentine's Day, 2019. Like I said before, Gurinder Singh is St. Valentine. And there's no such thing as a coincidence. Moon landing hoax, Immaculate Conception, Love Spoke, World's Hopes, Treason, historical, the crime of murdering someone to whom the murderer owed allegiance, such as a master or a husband. Noun, petty treason, decoded, present extraterrestrial, the reason, extraterrestrial, double-cross I. Treason, the reason, each, us, son. Indira, trusted Sikh bodyguards murdered, they were like sons to her, murdered her because she had her army invade the Sikhs' most significant edifice, the Golden Temple, and kill people, innocent people. The punishment for that act of treason in 1984 is that the headquarters of heaven and earth will no longer be in the land of spirituality, India, because the best people there can no longer be trusted to honor their commitment to protect. Talking about the Sikhs. See, the Sikhs killed Indira Gandhi and they were her bodyguards. They were supposed to be protecting her. So since they betrayed her, nobody will ever trust another Sikh to protect. And that's what they do. The people, good people, 10th Sikh Guru Gobind Singh, Jesus Christ conscience, President Donald Trump, and the 9th Sikh Guru Teeg Bahadur, Jesus Christ conscience, Mike Pence, and the first Sikh Guru and founder of Sikhism, not a spin-off of artificial rituals, Catholicism, Guru Nanak, Eve, Christ conscience, the Michelle Birdsong, Jesus Christ, the Buddha, Santa Claus, St. Valentine, Royal Japanese Samurai Soldier. You know who I'm talking about, right? Gurinder Singh Ji. Have already relocated to America. Gurinder Singh will commute from India to around the world as he is the king of the cosmos. The Michelle Birdsong will remain in America with her husband and immaculately conceived twins, other children and grandchildren, and other members of the Holy Royal Family. That's a big deal. The headquarters for Heaven on Earth has been moved from India to America because the Sikhs did a very bad thing. Those bodyguards. And besides, the Sikhs had started eating meat and, they worship a book instead of a Jesus Christ consciousness. So they were kind of off the track anyway. Okay. Order King, Recorder, Order, Ken and Guardian of her mind. Excuse me. Her mind, her energy, her enter, mine, her, it should be he, her, he, enter mine, my experiences. I have the scene in my mind. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. Black and white, black and blue, black, blue, inks, eye sex and kiss. When you kiss, it's like eye sex. It's like sex. It feels so pleasurable, depending on who you're kissing, of course. Mine eyes, Eve, V, put a V there and it's E. Eve and Eve, yes, Y-E-S. Heaven Avenue. So Eve is Heaven's Avenue. The glory of the coming of the Lord, glory. Good Lord, Gloria. Ostara Gloria. That's my granddaughter. Good King Wenceslaus. Good Ken Girl. Gwen, G-W-E-N. Gwen, or Gwendolyn Elliott. C. Eve, NC, North Carolina. Satsangi meeting didn't acknowledge Eve. So when the daughter of the Son, she's earned the bride of Jesus Christ. She's the mother of their children. Jesus Christ and the Son's children. That's Giancarlo, Arturo, and Ariel Elizabeth, to be born February 14. So, C, energy, school, will, as brave heart. Here, A-R-T, art. Why? This is my art in school when I was 13 years old. That Gwendolyn Elliott, after I did the speech, came up to me and acknowledged as being a winner, a victory for me. The name of the speech was in the 1950s and it says, why should we have to struggle for freedom? Is it because we're black? The reason it was a big deal was because nobody was using the word black. It was as taboo as then as nigger is today, especially if you were light-skinned like me. And Gwendolyn was kind of light-skinned too. So she gave me the win, patting me on the back and saying, smiling. And then the president of the senior class, who was very, very black, asked to borrow my speech. So it was a true victory. And then Stokely Carmichael started talking about black power. And everywhere you turned with Black Panthers. And, people started using the word black after that. Okay, so Lynn here, L-Y-N, Lynn, the daughter, D for daughter, of Melanie Lynn, Ostara Gloria. Eyes as chief, wait a minute, that can't be. Ostara Gloria's eyes as Chief Sitting Bull and Mama Sally have been open to realize she did the best she could for all members of her family, Kendricks, and of her tribes, the Sioux, the Hunkpapa, the Lakota tribe, and the Blackfoot. Mama Sally, Chief Sitting Bull, Hiawatha, now Ostara Gloria Turner. Hiawatha, co-founder of the Iroquois Confederacy. Hiawatha is also known as, okay, you can just look at these names because I'm not going to pronounce them. There, that one, or that one. Okay. The Onondaga was a colonial American Indian leader. Hiawatha was a colonial American Indian leader, and along with Peacemaker, Eve co-founded the Iroquois Confederacy. I didn't put his name in here. It's somewhere in here. India, and angel, animal, because Hindus living in Africa raped, mated with apes just and put animal DNA in human race.